This particular piece was mined in 1975, and it was from the Olympic field at Cupripede, which produced probably the finest opal of its kind, the blue-green crystal. My name is Kenneth Helfand, and I'm the founder of the opal mining and exploration company in Australia. I began opal mining in 1969 when I immigrated to Australia. I ran into this incredible color coming out of a window in a store in Australia, and I walked in and discovered that this color was emanating from opal, and there was something magical about it and the connection I felt, which I needed to find out what that connection was. When I first arrived in Australia, I had $20 in my pocket, and I didn't quite know what I wanted to do. So it had taken me from 1969 until 1971 to get enough monies to where I could go and challenge the opal. And challenging it was just with I had a pick and a shovel, and I had a rope which was to tie around something to lower me down an old shaft so I could begin mining. I had no money, so I had no machinery, no equipment. And I didn't know what to expect. I was on my own, so I would lower myself down into a hole that was maybe 40, 50, 60 feet deep. And that's when I found this opalized fossil. It was vertebrae from a plesiosaurus. And in the back, it probably had 80 to maybe 100 vertebrae. And this discovery was made, and I kept 3 1/4 vertebrae for myself for the collection. The other parts were ultimately sold to a museum. So the part I have is quite rare. Opal is really a hero's stone. And the people that buy it, they can feel not only the color, they can feel the history in it. And sometimes if they're really observant and perceptive, they can feel the blood and the guts and the desires and the love, the hate, the loneliness that went into the finding of the opal and maybe resulted from it. I have beautiful pieces of opal in collections in the museums in Los Angeles, the Smithsonian, New York Museum of Natural History, Boston, Carnegie Museum in Pittsburgh. These are major museums in America. There are pieces out of my collection. Really a distillation of my life. There will be the finest fossils, the finest opal, the finest pieces of jewelry that I commissioned to the finest craftsmen in the world over a period of time in the 1970s.